Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Xavier Smith, and today I'm going to teach you how to solve equations using elimination. This can be used with from 2 variables up to however many variables you like. It can always be used, so this is a great tactic. You're going to want to remember this. Our equation today, that's arbitrary 3y minus 4x equals 10 and 9y plus 2x equals 7. Just made it up on the fly. So let's go. What should we do first? Well, if we want to eliminate a term, we are going to get these two equations, and then we're going to subtract one from another and get a term eliminated. So one of these variables will be gone. So I could say we could get rid of these y's, or we could get rid of these x's. If you want to get rid of the y's, you have to get this coefficient of the y or the x the same in both equations, and then you can subtract, and that variable will be eliminated. So this equation, if we multiplied it by 3, we could get rid of the y's, but that would get some bigger numbers. And this equation, if we multiplied it by 2, could get rid of the x's. I think I want to get rid of the x's. So let's multiply this equation by 2. And if you see what, that looks like a square. If you see why, we want this variable to be the same as this variable. It doesn't have to be a negative. That doesn't matter. But we want these variables to be the same so they can easily be added or subtracted and then just canceled. So if we multiply this by 2, we get 18y plus 4x equals 14. Remember to multiply both sides by 2. Then you can pick what goes on the top, what goes on the bottom, which equation. I'm just going to do 3y minus 4x equals 10. So I just took this equation down. And then I'm going to, since there's a negative and there's going to be a positive, I'm going to want to add, because if I subtract negative 4x minus 4x, it's going to be negative 8x, and it's not going to be 0x. And I want 0x. I'm going to add these two equations. 18y plus 4x equals 14. Well, let's go on with it. 3y plus 18x is 20. Oh, that's 3y plus 18y is 21y. Minus 4x plus 4x is plus 0x. So that x term is canceled out. It's no longer there. It's a 0x. And then 10 plus 14 is 24. Then what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to divide both sides by 21 to get the y variable isolated. It'll be y equals 24 over 21. You see, that's not really a good answer. I guess this is what happens when I make up the question. But then what do? Well, we just plug it back into the other equation. And we'll get an answer. Don't know what it's going to be. So let's plug it into 3y minus 4x equals 10, just because it looks a little nicer. Well, it's a little more simplified. So 3 times 24 over 21 minus 4x equals 10. Well, first, I could say, well, 24 times 3 is 76. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cancel this 3 and this 21. This 3 turns into a 1, and then this 21 turns into a 7. So now it's 24 over 7, which is a little bit better. Minus 4x equals 10. So 24 over 7 minus 4x equals 10. Then we're going to turn this 10 into something with a common denominator as the 7. So this 10 is really 70 over 7, because 70 divided by 7 is 10. So then negative 4x equals 70 over 7 minus 24 over 7. We're going to move this 24 over 7 to the other side. Then this will be minus 4x equals 70 minus 24 is 46. 46 over 7. And then we're going to divide both sides by -4. Divide this by -4, which that's the same thing as multiplying by -1 over 4. So let me erase some of this. Multiplying the same thing is the same thing as multiplying by -1/4. So 46 over 7 times -1/4. Well, I'm going to cancel this 46 and this 4. This will be a 2. I just took a 2 out of both of them. And then this will be a 23. So x equals 23 times -1 is -23 over 7 times 2 is 14. Well, I hope that was a good enough example for you to see elimination. So first you want to get a coefficient of one of these variables the same in two equations, and then you're going to subtract or add them from each other. Whatever will get the coefficient gone or to 0, that variable will be eliminated. Solve for one variable, plug it in for another. Well, and sometimes you will definitely get fractions. Yes, you will get fractions. It is not fun. So, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and you can go apply this to your multivariable equations. Thank you for watching.